Welcome to this week's video about losing your muffin top. And if you're not sure what a muffin top is, it's when you put on your jeans and you sit down and you have all this extra stuff sitting right around your midsection. And for me, that's my problem area. My problem area is right here. And if you're anything like me, I've spent time at parties, standing in the corner, standing in a very particular way so things wouldn't hang over, or using my purse, and I would put my purse in front of my stomach so you couldn't really see it, and it's really exhausting. And so I made this video for you with some of my favorite core exercises, but before you watch it, I need you to know that abs are made in the kitchen, and you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. So you can do crunches 30 minutes straight and you won't be able to actually see what's happening under the layer of fat unless you change your nutrition. So eating whole grains, lean protein, lots of good produce, high fiber diet, high protein diet. These are going to be the steps to get you to actually see all the hard work that's happening when you're doing your core exercises. So again, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. And if you have any questions about what is the right nutrition for you and for you to get the core and the body that you want, contact me below and I'm happy to help you out. So please enjoy this video and I'll talk to you later. I love to warm up with just a simple plank. You can do this plank on your elbows or you can do it up on your hands. Just make sure that all of your weight is centered over your body and that you're not shifted too forward so that you're putting a lot of pressure on your wrists. With your feet can either be touching or you can have them about hip distance apart. What I typically do is I'll do this regular plank for 30 seconds and then I'll move into a one-sided plank or a one-arm plank. If you don't want even more challenge, you can walk yourself up into a plank on your wrists and then walk back down onto your elbow planks. What most people forget is that when you're training your core, you need to be training your low back as well. The whole trunk of your body is considered your core. So here I do an extended Superman, and you can do this like I have with my arms out in front of me, or for a more simple version, simply extend and leave your hands floating above the ground like I was doing right when I started. I like to hold it up here for 4 counts, rest, and come back up for another 4 counts, holding it 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest. For that stubborn lower belly pooch, this is my favorite exercise. Keep your chest lifted, chin lifted, and reach for your toes so you can keep your body nice and long and squeeze at the top. This is another classic for the lower pooch. Make sure that you keep your low back flat on the ground and that you're not arching your back while you're doing this movement. You'll bring your legs slowly about 1 inch above the ground and then pulse 5 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up to the top and repeat. With this rolling core exercise, this is really one of my favorites and one of the most effective. Here I'm doing an easier version by resting my forearms on the rolling device. If you want to make it even harder, you can simply place your hands on the device. Be really careful when you're doing this one that you're not arching your back and pinching your low back while you're doing this, because that's not the point. The point is getting your hips as low to the ground as you can safely while keeping your core contracted. Here I'm doing hanging leg raises, and there's a lot of different variations of this. You can do straight legs, you can bend your knees, you can be hanging from a squat rack doing this, or you can use this machine without the Bosu ball. Most importantly, keep your back flat and don't try to use the momentum of your body to get your legs up. Really focus on just using your core. And finally, cable crunches. Keep constant tension on your core, and when you crunch, think about tucking your tailbone and bringing your elbows to your knees. Keep your hands right next to your head and don't start too heavy on this one. You don't want to pull anything or hurt yourself.